What's up, guys? Blue Hell TV. Seamus here with Ian today. We just got back from Swope Park Village, where Swope Park had their first preseason game.
Yeah, it was a freezing preseason game. It was about 10
cold.
degrees out, very cold, but...
Yeah, opened up their preseason campaign against Rockhurst, local school from around here.
Yeah, I mean...
Interesting game.
Yeah, it's preseason, and, it's not quite USL level, especially Rockhurst, any college in their spring season, a lot of their seniors stop playing, and, it's kind of, they haven't been doing anything over the winter, so they're going to be rusty, and considering they're a college team, not a USL team. Bit different, and the USL team always has more to play for. Yeah. Especially this, I mean, not to say it was bad, it was good, it was actually really good for Swope to give their trialists a chance to really shine and see what they can do.
Some of their probably top level players, you could say, are going with Sporting to Arizona, so gives opportunities for another couple guys to step in and show Nagamura,
Yeah. Show Nogs what's going on, but yeah. So not maybe a complete view of Swope yet, but
2 30-minute halves, so not a full game,
but nonetheless good.
Looked pretty good. 2-0 win.
Yep. Haji Berry scoring both of them.
Yep.
I mean, should we just? I mean, we can just break down the game players. I mean, they mirrored Sporting, which is good to see, doing that 4-3-3 with a center defensive mid and then 2 mids kind of pushing up. It seemed like they did really well, despite it being possibly their first game or first time playing together. Really, they seemed to understand each other and switch positions well, and it seemed like it had a natural flow.
The flow was pretty good for, half the guys. If you, look at the roster online, half the guys are trialists, half the guys are from the academy, and only a handful have returned from Swope Park.
Yeah.
So, they played well together. I mean, it's hard to say, you were saying, college game, very cold, so, had players playing with,
hats and headbands and Under Armour and leggings, and one guy in sweats who we will mention later.
But it's nice to see Nagamura and Swope Park trying to get these players accustomed to move to Sporting to play at a higher level. So that way, if an injury happens or they need to be called up, that guy knows the culture.
Absolutely. And it's one of those things where, as a USL team, as Swope, as much as the players are wanting to make the team their own, that's not really why they're there.
No, they're
there to go up and to get noticed or
play well. A lot of young players.
Yeah, exactly. They also did that high press that Sporting likes to do, and they, I mean, again, against Rockhurst team out of season, I mean, how much can we really say with that? But they did it well. Yeah. They pressed well. They really put them under pressure, and just, it caused a lot of mistakes.
Well, one of the goals was from a high press. Their second goal, high press, won it.
Haji Berry. Nice little fake and then a good finish.
Yep.
As simple as that. And his first goal, just off a corner, simple head in.
Yep.
He's, one of the tallest players out there.
Yeah.
Good header, attacking minded. It's pretty easy finish for him.
Yep.
But,
break down some of the players.
Yeah. Let's start with
in net, we had
McLeod.
He didn't see much action. Neither keeper. We played 2 keepers, 1 in each half.
Yeah.
Saw much action. No. I think there's maybe 2 to 3 shots by Rockers all game.
Yeah. The first keeper McLeod, he, like we said, he didn't get to see much of him. Just obviously playing against a team who's not the same level.
Yeah.
Keepers aren't going to be tested as much. The one time he was somewhat tested, he looked shaky.
Yeah. I think it was a corner. Came out. Didn't fully punch the ball out. Didn't fully come out.
Went over the keeper, over the back line. Had someone been at that back post or run to that back post.
Could have easily been a goal.
Yeah, absolutely.
But it was, below freezing weather today.
Yeah.
He was standing back there for 20 minutes before he even got involved in the game. Yeah. It's hard to judge him off one play.
yeah, exactly. So, not a whole lot we can say. And, it's second half. Rockers didn't even have a sniff.
No.
They had nothing going forward, and the other keeper, I don't even think he got a pass back.
I think maybe he took a goal kick.
Yeah, and passed it, and then they called the half.
Yeah, so, and not much to say so far. Hopefully in the next game we can kind of see against Tulsa a higher
USL team, so that'll be more of a test and more of a chance for us to see what they're about.
Yep. Go out right or out left to start? Which one?
Let's go right back.
Right back?
Yeah. Will Little,
yeah. He looked pretty good for a young player.
Yeah. Young, he still has a lot physically to grow. You can tell.
One of the smallest guys on the field, if
not even height-wise, just he was skinny too.
Yeah.
But, despite all that, I thought he played really well.
Yeah, did a very good job getting forward.
Yeah.
Finding little holes.
He's one of those players I'd really like to see getting forward because defensively, say Tulsa's got some guy 6'1" playing, left wing up against him. How much can you really do defensively?
Yeah, he's got pace, but if somebody has any strength and also is somewhat as fast as him, they easily just body him off and then they're gone. Another thing was defensively, he got caught.
Yeah.
Multiple times he got sucked in and would not ball watch, but he just lose a guy that in a USL game, a center back or a center mid would just play the ball over the top. Yeah, but against maybe Rockhurst College, it's a different situation. But,
it could just be since they were playing Rockhurst, he knew he could get to that ball, and he's probably used to playing based off his pace.
Yeah, he's an academy player.
Yeah, academy player, being a young guy, he's probably been the fastest player on the field or one of the fastest players on the field. So he's probably used to that. Oh, if I get beat, I'll catch him. That's something that can't really... that doesn't transfer well.
Once you get to a higher level, everybody becomes much faster, much stronger,
But, overall, he looked good. Looked very good going forward.
Especially for how young he is, and he's got a lot of room to grow. Physically grow and...
in his game as well.
So... it'll be...
There's the one you're talking about where he got sucked in. We were on the sideline going he's wide open, open. He dropped back. All it took was... luckily, the Rockhurst guy didn't see it, but...
just one ball and the guy was through on the ball.
He was open, but... Talk about the left back now?
Yeah, so...
Parker Mayer
started at left back.
Wear sweatpants.
We were a little...
questionable choice.
To start the game, we were questioning him a little. He comes out in sweatpants. And he had him rolled up to his almost he could have just
he had his socks and then
he
his
should have just worn the 3/4 lengths. But I don't know. Other than the sweatpants, he did. Yeah, he did pretty good.
Again, I think it seems to be kind of a theme. He did very well going forward.
Yep.
Defensively, again, we're playing Rockhurst. How much are we really going to see of a back line being tested?
Rockhurst was very. They sat back most of the game. They played almost 10 guys behind the ball and played one central striker.
So
they would just send the guy through. So the outside backs didn't see much going forward.
No.
Coming back.
Going forward for Rockhurst. But
going forward, he was pretty good.
He was good. He had
the right ideas.
He had a lot of skill.
Yeah, which was surprising.
Yeah, as a fullback, it almost seems like he was naturally a more attacking player, and then they put him back. But going forward, he was quick. He was dangerous. He has the potential to be a good good fullback who can get down and whip the ball across.
Yeah, he had some great ideas whipping the ball across, but he didn't fully have that IQ, the soccer IQ,
to find
somebody. He would just blindly whip the ball into the box.
Yeah,
there'd be nobody there or one guy.
Yeah,
with 5 defenders, and it would go over everybody and just kind of roll out for a throw.
Yeah.
And, I think if he just took some time, he had time.
He did have time.
He could cut the ball back,
Absolutely.
wait for somebody to get in the box, and whip a ball in.
Yeah.
Another couple times, he would just be standing out there, and instead, he could whip a ball in or get a nice cross in, and he'd play the ball back.
Yeah.
And then it would be back with the center back before we knew it.
Exactly.
He could have made a dangerous situation out of something.
Yeah, but, especially with the skill and pace he had.
Yeah.
He used it. It almost seemed like in weird times.
Yeah.
But, potential, and again, we can only say so much. We're playing Rockhurst.
Yeah.
our whole the whole Swope squad isn't there because some players still have a shot down in Scottsdale training with Sporting,
and then some players are the Cameron Dukes. There's a whole list of guys
are with
the youth national. Yep. So right now we're playing with a very limited group. We don't even know if half these guys will see the field this year,
exactly, or even get signed.
Yeah. So, I mean, for what it's like, the first game for what it's worth, they got another couple games to prove themselves. Mm-hmm. Hopefully they can continue to play. I do like Nagamura only made a couple subs, so we got to see a lot of these guys play the full 60 minutes, which was kind of nice coming from, you don't see, like, if you disappear in 30 minutes, you might not ever get to do anything. But here you get to watch the guy for 50, 60 minutes. And one
player we'll talk about later, but, an entire half, the ball could just not see your side. Yeah. It just happens. And with those players, it's tough to get involved in the game.
Well, with Mayer, the full first half, it was just him going.
It was his side.
Yeah, the left side of the field for Swope was just, they were just connecting well, and they were,
all they really did on the right, they would get it and do a good job of switching it.
Yeah.
But as soon as it got to the right, it just, I don't know if it just didn't click with the right side or if the left side just had such an advantage. But every time it got to the right, they immediately looked to come back to the left, and then there was a lot going forward on that left side.
Mm-hmm. So, but overall, pretty good.
Good fullbacks.
Start for them. Yeah,
good attacking fullbacks there.
Yeah.
Onto the center backs.
Yeah. So we'll start with Matt Lewis.
Yeah.
Which was an interesting one because
didn't know.
Wasn't on the Swope Park preseason roster, but we go today and we see him there. We see him out there warming up, and we're like, But
he looked good.
He looked good. Probably. In my opinion, best defender out there today.
Absolutely. He just looked so calm and confident.
Especially first time, in a professional setting.
Exactly. It was just good to see some sort of expertise from him. He really looked like a captain and leader on the field, which he wasn't. And it didn't. The thing about this game was, it was tough to tell. Yeah, there was no leader on the field.
There's two guys that we thought might be a leader.
Yeah.
Matt being one of them, and then somebody else will mention later.
Yeah.
But after that, there was people talking, but...
Yeah, everybody was talking a bit, but there was...
But no one that, took charge and would actually move everybody, They just kind of take control of the game, which is weird, even being... it's a preseason game against a college, but... In these games, a lot of the times they want to teach the culture, the way you play, and you always want to play like it's a real game.
Yeah, exactly.
You need some guy out there that's going to be,
He's going to be a leader. Especially, players like these should be looking to do that.
Yeah.
And not only a preseason game, but a USL team.
Yeah.
If you're the loudest player on the field, you're going to get noticed a lot more, and especially if you can show... players like Matt Lewis and the other guy we'll talk about in a second, but you can see in the way they play and how they direct the game that they can be a captain.
Yeah, it was obvious.
Just use your voice. Yeah.
Another thing is, there were some young guys on the field today. So, a Matt Lewis or somebody else, stepping up. You need to help these,
absolutely.
Like Will Little, he's a young player. He plays for the academy.
Yeah.
Not much experience going out there, actually playing. Yeah. Like we said, he got sucked in. If somebody can direct him, hey.
Yeah.
And
especially that one play we mentioned, had Matt Lewis had just been like, hey, you're sucked in too far, get wide. That's all it takes.
Yeah.
But it could also be, whether it was in training or through whatever, there could be a captain and a leader that just was not there today, and players are probably used to having
Sporting,
him. Exactly.
With the national team, with wherever. So, but Matt Lewis definitely
looked good.
I would say the only thing about him is Rockhurst had this guy very strong, very fast, and both the center backs today seemed like this guy could almost just take a touch and just get by him. Like, there was multiple times people had to help out and come across. His speed just isn't, I wouldn't say ready to go MLS level
Yeah.
Like
especially with the emphasis on athleticism in the MLS.
Yeah, so maybe the USL you could get away with, somebody coming over and helping. But if, you're in the MLS, then I don't know, let's just say somebody from, I don't know, a Giovinco or somebody comes in, there's no way you're catching up to him.
No.
Hey, go lay down. Come on. But overall, pretty good for his debut.
Yeah.
Next guy we want to talk about is
the other center back, Dakota Barnathan.
Yeah. Overall, with him,
I
don't know.
I didn't think he looked that great.
I didn't either. Very, not only slow.
Yeah.
Very slow with his decision making. I don't know if you noticed that. Every time he gets the ball, he almost needed somebody to direct him where to go and to tell him what to do.
He just didn't look comfortable on the ball or with his positioning. He just didn't quite fit. It could have been the weather, but I mean, you got to play through that. You know? He didn't look great. He was decent in the air.
Yeah.
He's decently big. He was good in the air, but he was just beat so easily.
Yeah, especially for somebody that was on the Swope Park roster.
Yeah, absolutely.
He should not be getting beat that easily.
No.
You played with the team before. You should know these things.
Yeah. All right, moving up the field to that center defensive mid spot.
Yeah, this, in my opinion, was probably the best player on the field.
Absolutely, Mateus Silva.
Yeah.
I mean, he just looked a different level.
Yeah.
You could tell that he can play at a much higher level than they were playing at today.
Yeah. He's a physical specimen.
Yeah. What was he, like 6'2", 6'3"?
Or probably 6'1", 6'2".
Yeah.
200 pounds of pure muscle.
And
he's still, we were looking it up, he's 21 years old.
Yeah.
So, being that big at 21 years old, you still have time to
to grow in all aspects. Like, he was strong on the ball. He was confident. He was good at the most impressive part was how he directed the game.
Yeah.
He was very good at holding his position as center defensive mid, which is very easy to get sucked out, sucked wide, wherever. But he stayed there. He really got the ball in, switched the game. When it was going too fast, he got the ball and slowed it down.
Yeah.
Or when they needed to pick it up, he sent those through balls.
And he was great with his feet for how big he was.
Yeah, absolutely.
He would take these little touches around guys and, slow it down or speed it up, like you were saying. But not many, just normal, defensive mids that I've watched can do stuff that he was doing. Never mind some guy that looks like he can be,
as big as he was, yeah.
He is the other guy that we think was probably the most vocal.
Yeah.
Best captain. Candidate.
Just in the way, through his play, you can tell he's a leader on the field, and players really respond to what he does on the ball, rather than if Parker Mayer got the ball and was going forward, some players wouldn't quite, go with what he's doing. But whenever Silva got the ball, players knew that, if he's turning this way, I need to get wide.
Yeah.
Oh, if I'm passing from here, I make that run. He's looking there. You can just tell in how he plays, and just it all comes down to his soccer IQ.
Yeah. Great.
Yeah.
He would also do things that other guys wouldn't do. The other two center mids would receive the ball, and they would play a lot within themselves in the center. But he would get the ball and look and switch the ball 50 yards away.
Yep.
To an outside back running up the field or a winger running up the field, which not many people, that we watched in this game, if maybe one or two other guys did it once or twice, but not many people at his level and his, age are looking to do that. Yeah.
He's definitely one to watch for Sporting.
Yeah.
Should Ilie get hurt, I know we have a lot of center mids at Sporting, but this is a guy that...
But not that plays that
role. Exactly. This is a guy that really can come in and fill in there if he needs to. And he looks like he wants that opportunity.
Yeah. So, hopefully we'll continue to watch him next weekend, hopefully see more about him.
Yeah.
So, do we want to move on to the...
Yeah, one of the center mids there, Chase Minter. I liked him a lot.
I did too. The first half especially.
Yeah.
First half, we got to see him up close. He was on our side of the field. I know they moved around and stuff. But looked like he had a great, or at least a good IQ. was always looking around to see, where he should go, where he was directing people a little where to go.
Yeah.
And would always try these little things. Skillful.
Yep.
Good passer of the ball.
Yeah.
But we don't know. He's a trialist, so he might not connect as well with the team. Mm-hmm. Not as vocal as we wanted out of a center mid.
No.
There were times where he could easily, if he was open, could have received the ball, but was just quiet. And somebody's not facing, they're not going to play you the ball.
Yeah. He was, like you were saying, he's tricky. He's got some skills. He's got, these good little fakes and little flicks and all that. At times, he did it a little too much.
Yeah.
He would try and do a little too much. Could just be he's a trialist and he was wanting to impress.
Yeah, he's trying to impress.
And like you were saying, with his soccer IQ, I mean, out of that center mid role he was in, he was very good. At times he was playing up at striker when Haji Berry dropped in.
Yeah.
That's something not a lot of center mids see. Or he would even get out wide. He was doing well with his positioning. But like you were saying, I mean, always looking around. If you watch how Frank Lampard plays, he resembled that so well. Every 3 seconds, he's just looking over his shoulder, just getting the entire field in his head, like who's where. Okay, well now that I'm over here, who's back here now? And he did a great job of opening up and also knowing where everybody was. And I mean, it could come down to that he's a trialist there and he's wanting to impress, but every time he wanted the ball, whether he was as vocal as we wanted him or not, but he wanted the ball and he got it. When he got it, he would go forward.
Yeah, he'd want to go forward. Yeah. And then he would also try to get guys involved going forward too.
He wouldn't do it himself. He wouldn't try and dribble it. He would find it. He would maybe take on one guy, find a pass, and make a good run.
Yeah,
he kept doing that, and I like that from him.
Almost scored.
Yeah,
and I'm pretty sure he was a player that played in the corner.
Yep.
That
got the assist.
Yep. So
good game from him.
Yeah, as a trialist, impressed at least me.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Absolutely. Yeah. Hopefully, Nog saw that too.
Yeah, I'm sure going forward we'll see more of him, and maybe even this year on the Swope Park roster. So
yeah, I'd like to see that.
Yeah. The other center mid that started the game was
Rodrigo Saravia.
Yeah. We didn't see.
I don't even know what to really say about him. He
disappeared for a lot of the game.
Was with the high press that both Swope and Sporting do. He was pesky. He was good. He would press well. Wasn't too stupid, and like when he needed to be, he could get a little chippy and get in there and really pester the defense. But as far as getting forward and kind of directing the game as a center mid, that's kind of your role. And he just disappeared, or he didn't really.
Well, and a major problem is I don't remember really. I could remember almost every other guy in the field, them doing something.
Yeah.
Him, I honestly don't remember any major moment in the game that he was involved in. Or just anything minorly that he's involved in.
It doesn't mean that, he's a bad player and he's not got a chance.
No.
It just means this game, again, could be that it was just Rockhurst, could be not the full squad, cold, just didn't want to be there maybe, but
he's, in my opinion, definitely going to have to show he's got something to prove for the next couple of games.
Absolutely.
If he plays like he did in this game, I don't see him involved in Swope Park.
No.
At all this
especially when those players come back.
Yeah, especially when those players come back. So,
and it could be one of those things that doesn't even click in until they get back.
He
might feel like,
I've
got this
right now. Yeah. So, especially starting,
Yeah, starting and playing all 60 minutes.
Yeah, so.
I don't know.
All right, we want to move.
Left wing?
Yep.
New signing. Actual Swope signing just signed earlier this week.
Was he an academy member before, right?
I believe so, yeah. Camilo Benitez.
Yes. One thing about him that I noticed right away was his crazy blonde hair.
Yeah, you can notice him on the other side of the field.
Yeah, so his hair was interesting.
Bleach blonde.
But overall, I mean, he showed a little skill, showed a little promise, but for being a Swope Park signing, where some of these guys are trialists, in my opinion, he didn't impress me as much as some of the other guys on the field. I know, again, like we were talking about with, who were we just talking about?
With Sarvia.
Yeah. he might feel content. He's signed to the team.
Yeah.
But you still have something to prove. There's going to be other guys coming back.
Yep.
You might even have guys like we were talking about. Matt Lewis played today. Zach Wright, another signing, or Sporting.
Still training with Sporting.
Might not, like we said, there's a lot of people playing for Sporting this year. Might come back and play a wing role at Swope Park. And
if he does, I see, just from what we know of Zach and what we've seen of him, he seems to be the better candidate for that spot.
Yeah. For either wing, really.
Yeah, either wing.
This guy didn't impress me as much as I thought he would, being already a signing.
Yeah.
So
and somewhat a major sign. It wasn't a big signing,
but it was announced. There was
there was some hype around it, and he showed some pace and some skill. He burned some of the defenders.
Yeah.
He just seemed to, I don't know if he lacked that sort of attack-mindedness in the final third, but as soon as he got there, a lot of his passes came backwards, or he would slow it down in times when they needed to speed it up, or at least get going.
And one thing that I noticed from the wingers, Swope Park wingers compared to the Sporting wingers, is they weren't trying to attack the goal as much as, like Durso and Shallowy and all these guys that we've had in the past have scored a lot of goals, and they go towards the goal, start out wide, come in. These guys seemed like they were getting the ball, turning, and looking to a center mid to try to play the ball back to get the ball to Haji Berry. It didn't seem like they wanted... Yeah, I think he broke into goal once. Should have taken a shot with his left foot, hit it with the outside of his right foot, and it just went straight at the keeper.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know about him. I feel like...
It'll be interesting. Again, there's other guys coming back. We'll see. But, in my opinion, it didn't impress as much as I thought he would.
I want to keep an eye on him, see if he does break through, because I think...
Could also just be one game.
Yeah.
Unmotivated play. Yeah, people have... Or just having a rough day,
Yeah.
No,
absolutely.
Not expecting everybody to go out, and play to their best every game. But at the same time, you do expect them to.
Yeah, you need them to also.
And going in, this was one of the guys that we looked at as this is going to be one of the major guys on the team.
Yeah.
So
definitely, I think it'll be good to keep an eye on him just to see what happens. But this game, was okay. The right wing, this is what we were talking about earlier. Unfortunate, Blake Levine playing at right wing. He's got this pace, and he pressures high, and he pressures well, and he's making good runs. The ball just didn't see his side of the field.
He played the first half, was subbed off at half.
Yeah.
He didn't see, I think maybe he was involved in the play 2 or 3 times. Like we said earlier, everything in the first half was going left side of the field, which was strange because the second half, most of the play was on the right side.
Exactly,
of the field. So if he just played the second half instead of the first half,
could have got a better look at him. Obviously, we've known him for a while and know what he can do, and he's a trialist right now, and it really sucks because that just the ball not being on the side of the field is affecting your especially as a trialist, wanting to prove yourself, wanting to show something. You just can't even see the ball.
And there's nothing you can do.
Yeah, he made good calls, and he was doing well at directing from the wing. Making it as many runs as he could. Just
when the ball's 40 yards away.
Exactly.
You can't.
He had a couple of chances on some crosses that were maybe crosses over hit or whatever, but I don't know.
Yeah.
I'd like to see him play more. I was kind of upset he got subbed out because you could tell it's just one of those things where the ball just wasn't on that side of the field.
Especially if he played the second half, he would have been involved a lot more.
Exactly.
But hopefully we'll see him in the next couple of games, and hopefully he'll maybe get to move around, or just hopefully his side's more involved.
Yeah.
So,
just one of those games.
Lastly, or for the starting 11.
Yeah, for the start.
Haji Berry. He scored twice today.
Yeah, and you could tell he had other chances too. He's a natural finisher. Header. He's just bigger than everybody, and it
was still a nice header.
It was a good header.
It goes from back, or
it was
completely headed completely across the goal. Yeah,
the cross was almost overhit. He headed back. His
finish was
his second goal.
half. Yeah, he did a little dummy. defender completely bit, and then he just
slotted it in the corner.
Slotted past the corner, or past the keeper in the corner. But he disappeared at times. I know being new, in Orlando, it was very cold. Could have been a reason. Another thing that we were discussing during the game is, so you practice the first leg with Sporting, or you go practice and play with Sporting for the first leg, and
you score in preseason.
You score, and even though you are a Swope Park signee, like you're on their roster, you don't get a call up back to Sporting after you play well, you score. Mm-hmm. People are talking about you. It could be a little, could demoralize you a little. Yeah. And you might not be all mentally there for the first game.
Especially this type of game. You think about, like you're saying, you're down in Arizona training with the first team. You score. You think you're doing well. And, even last season at, Orlando 2? Or, their USL team.
Yeah, scored.
He was doing, well. He had a great season, so he was probably thinking, now's my chance. Goes, scores.
I'm at least going to get to practice preseason with
Sporting. Yeah. And then you come back, to freezing Kansas back in the USL, playing against a college in 30-minute halves. It's just one of those things where, maybe he just didn't want to be there. I can't blame him. You can't blame anybody who thinks they have a shot at this and they play well and they score, and now, we're playing against a college in their off-season, 30-minute halves in 10-degree weather.
Other thing, though,
it's rough.
The three up top, something that was kind of difficult, like we were talking about earlier, is Rockhurst packed it in.
Yeah, they did.
They would always have 9-10 behind the ball.
Yeah.
It's just harder to score.
Absolutely.
It doesn't matter what the competition is. You got 3v8. It's going to be much harder to score. You can't just shoot through a person.
Exactly.
But it'll be interesting to see him against another USL team next week if he plays. Hopefully he plays.
I have a feeling that next game,
the game will open up a lot more.
It'll be a much more intense game. You could tell from the beginning, Rockhurst was on the back foot. Obviously, being
they were almost playing for a draw.
Exactly,
except for their one guy up top trying to prove himself. He was pretty.
He did well. The Rockhurst striker did well.
But another thing is, you don't have all the players, like we were saying. So Haji Berry is doing what he's trying to do with players that are trialists and are academy players. Hopefully once he starts to get a couple more of those Swope Park guys, then maybe they connect more. It's a higher level of play. And maybe he gets more involved then.
Yeah, I'm hoping so.
Score more goals.
There were a lot of times where he simply just wasn't where he needed to be. There were a lot of times where if the ball was at a wing or, out on the right or left side with the center mid, he needs to be checking in to find that ball, and he's over near the other side, in the middle, near the other side of the 18. As a striker with a 4-3-3, you have to be constantly trying to get involved.
And then when we had the ball, there's a couple times where their back line came up to almost midfield.
Yeah.
And he wouldn't even try to make a run behind or do anything.
With the pace he has, too, he could have easily done it. But...
Especially, with the Rockhurst players being... you're playing against guys that are... you played at a higher level in college than these guys.
Are playing now,
So, I don't know. Hopefully we can see more of him.
It could have just been this game, this setting.
Mental. There were a good amount of fans. I wouldn't say a lot of fans, but... probably 20 of us that showed up and watched it. Always hard, when you're going from somewhere where you expect, Sporting, there's going to be a huge following to Swope Park, which won't be as much, especially on a freezing day.
And also one thing that might have affected that was there was a cauldron meeting
the cauldron meeting today, and it was around the same time. I think it was 2 to 4. Game started at 3:30. A lot of people probably didn't want to try to make it out or leave early.
In the weather too.
Yeah.
But and then so the subs that came on, that we don't even know who they were, to be honest.
We're guessing there was nobody subbed on that was part of Swope Park's roster because we had their roster and everything. We believe they were either trialists or part of the academy.
Yeah.
They were all on the left side of the field, the subs.
Yep. Left back, left wing, and then also the keeper.
Yeah.
And we've already talked about the keeper. He didn't even see the ball in the second half.
Yeah.
We can't say anything about him really.
But the left back and left wing when they came on
didn't look good.
Didn't impress me.
The left back especially just really did not seem comfortable.
Ball would come to him, he'd take bad touch, or just try to sprint by everybody.
Yeah.
There's no thought process to anything he did. The left wing at least kind of came in and would have a little build-up play. He had a chance on goal one time.
He was very slow.
Should have scored.
He was very slow in his play.
Yeah, one-on-one with the keeper, and he tries to play the ball to another guy out wide.
You're in 18. Bad ball. Be selfish.
Yeah. But I don't know. We'll have to wait till next week. Hopefully we can see more of those guys or, get to know who they are.
Yeah. Please find that out first.
Yeah. But overall, I think good start to always get a win.
Yeah, absolutely.
Cold day, hard to,
Yeah.
Completely see what's going on.
Yeah.
You don't have your full team. You got people away with Sporting, people with the academy.
Yeah.
If you have a knock or something, they're not going to play you in a freezing game against the college.
Yeah.
So hopefully, in the next couple weeks, we'll continue to be going to those games, giving you guys some feedback. Hopefully, we get some video maybe at the games.
Yeah.
Not of the games, but
with some fans.
Yeah,
maybe
some fans, some reactions from us.
Yep.
But yeah, good first game. Sporting this week starts their preseason
on Valentine's Day.
Yep. We will have a little recap and everything of that this week. We talked about earlier the U.S. training facility. We'll be talking about that in our first podcast this week. Can't think of.
That's about it.
About it.
Whenever Swope's playing again, we'll be bringing that to you. But
really just preseason as of now. Hopefully, we're still trying to get involved with the Cauldron, South Stand, any other fans. If you guys have any connection or want us to contact you and just, you're just a fan and just want to be somewhat involved with us, just let us know and we'll either meet up with you at a game or an event and
figure something out.
Yeah. But
we got Blue here.
Blue here. But yeah, Blue Hell TV, Seamus and Ian. We'll catch you later. See ya.